I was very excited when Pantone announced their color of the year this year, which is Mocha Mousse. I love this color. I love it. And for the past few years, I really haven't been a fan of the colors that were like named color of the year. I could see their appeal. I could see how it could be used. They were a lot of fun. Like last year, I remember it was Peach Fuzz. And the year before, I think it was it a magenta? And the year before that, it was like a really bold periwinkle color, if I'm remembering correctly. Anyway, I'll post them up here in the corner for you guys to take a look at. But this year's color, Mocha Mousse, I am beyond excited for because I think it is a great like beauty and fashion sort of color. I think like a head to toe look in terms of like your makeup, like a monochromatic Mocha Mousse makeup look, a monochromatic sort of outfit in the color is just fantastic. And I just wanted to share with you a picture of like Mocha Mousse adjacent colors. So colors that are maybe a little bit brighter, maybe a little bit desaturated or whatever, but everything kind of based off of this Mocha Mousse color. And I love the picture that it's over. It's over like a living room. There's a retail space next to it. I just think that this color is incredibly versatile and it provides a nice base for other things, where I feel like the past colors of the year have been like the bold, show-stopping, that like one color in an eyeshadow palette kind of color, and this is a really nice neutral base. So, you know, when I first looked at the Mocha Mousse color, I thought, oh, what a beautiful kind of cool toned taupe color, how great. But when I see it in this picture, you see it's in the middle there. It's between a shade that is a little bit pinker, and then the shade below it is a little bit, like has a little bit more white in there. And so all of a sudden the Mocha Mousse looks like a taupe brown with a little bit of a peach underneath it. Anyway, I pulled out a bunch of makeup products that I have in this family, shall we say, in the Mocha Mousse family, Mocha Mousse adjacent colors. I of course pulled out the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude palette. I feel like this is just screaming Mocha Mousse, from this shade to this shade. I mean, all of these are really, really Mocha Mousse friendly. How many times am I gonna say Mocha Mousse? And then I pulled out the Makeup by Mario because this shade is actually kind of a dead-on match for Mocha Mousse. And then I just pulled out some other products like the Jones Road Dusty Rose bronzer. I thought this would look really nice with this whole Mocha Mousse idea. This is the bronzer, but in the shade Light Tan. I have some contours, I have some other blushes. I even bought for the occasion the Lancome Lashy Doll mascara in brown. So I love this mascara. I've used tubes and tubes of this in the black, and I always thought, gosh, I wish they came out with brown. Well, they just came out with brown, and I thought, this is the perfect time to use a brown mascara for Mocha Mousse look. So we'll be trying this out. And then I used this as an excuse to purchase a couple of Dior lip products. So I got the Dior Addict. This is the Hydrating Shine lipstick in the shade 418 Beige Oblique. So it's this guy that pulls up, and it has a fairly kind of like medium level of pigmentation, but I thought that could work under or on top of or with this shade. This is the Dior Addict Lip Maximizer. This is a lip plumping gloss. I'm not the biggest fan of plumping glosses, but I loved this shade. Hold on, I'm gonna hold it up next to this picture here. This is, when I look at it next to the Mocha Mousse picture, this is definitely warmer, but I think that's what I love so much about the Mocha Mousse color, is that it's cool toned. And you guys know that cool toned has been slowly making its way back in the beauty industry. I feel like we're starting to see more and more and more cool tone, like eyeshadow palettes or whatever. There was talk of it, I wanna say like 3 years ago. We started to see a little sprinkling of cool tone palettes. Now I feel like they're in full force. So anyway, enough rambling. We are going to attempt a Mocha Mousse monochromatic makeup look. I'm gonna start with foundation, and I'm going to squeeze a little bit of this Makeup by Mario Soft Skull Bronzing and Shaping Serum Liquid Bronzer in the shade Fair. I saw this in my drawer and I was like, Mocha Mousse. So I pulled this out and I figured, why don't I just add like a pump of this to my foundation? And for foundation, I'm using the Dior Forever Hydra Nude foundation. This is their brand new foundation. I tried it in Monday's video and I really enjoyed it. I've used it once since then, so twice in total, and I really love it. So let's give it another shot. So I have it in the shade 1.5. N, and then a little bit of this Makeup by Mario serum. I was thinking about adding the serum on just first, kind of doing a layering, but I thought let's just mix it in. I think it's a little bit more fun. And I'm using my Rephr B04 brush. Now, as I'm putting this on, I just want to mention that even though I pay attention to this Pantone color of the year, I don't necessarily feel that it makes a huge impact. Like last year, I didn't feel like I saw this overabundance of peach everywhere. And in fact, I feel like, at least in the fashion industry and the beauty industry, things were definitely leaning towards like more jewel tones, more neutrals, this taupe, cooler tones, things like that. So I don't even know like how influential the Pantone color of the year. But if you guys work in other industries and you noticed, like last year, for example, you noticed the peach was really pushed or being used a lot more than usual, I would love to hear from you. Please comment down below. I just think it's a really fun kind of thing. I always look forward to hearing what Pantone is announcing as the color of the year. But I just don't know. I don't ever see it making waves like beyond that, beyond the announcing of it. So this Hydra Nude foundation leaves a nice glow on my skin, and this Makeup by Mario serum is adding even more. So I have a pretty glowy look going already. Okay, my base is down. Do I look Mocha Moussey yet? Probably not. I'm gonna use just a little bit of concealer here. I have the Armani Luminous Silk concealers. I have shades 4.5 and 5. And why does 5 look lighter than 4.5? This one's 5. This one's 4.5. Maybe it's just a different tone. I'm gonna go for the cooler tone, which looks like is 5. Just gonna add a little bit here. And I'm just gonna pounce. And since I've been on the hunt for an amazing talc-free powder, I ordered a whole bunch from Sephora. So I wanted to try one that I ordered today for the first time. This is the LYS Triple Fix Translucent Lucidity Powder. I love the LYS press powder, so I thought this could be really, really promising. I got it in the shade Resilience, which is translucent. And the cap spins off, and then it's got this flip cover. I love that. I think that's probably my favorite. There's no sticker. You can just like close it up again. Very nice. I'm gonna use my BK Beauty 104 brush. This powder has a really, really nice finish. This is the finish I've been looking for. It's that really, like just the most subtle version of satin. And it's really light. Okay. You guys, I've been trying a lot of talc-free loose powders, and this one, I think this one is the front runner so far. Gorgeous. All right. Sorry, that was a tangent. Let's stick with Mocha Mousse, Michelle. All right, let's go into like contour bronzer. I think that's a really, really important step for this look. So like I showed you, I had the Jones Road bronzers. I also pulled out this Dior bronzer because this shade is quite the perfect match for Mocha Mousse. Yeah, it's a really, really good match. So I am actually going to find a very firm brush for this bronzer because this is a very lightly pigmented, very hard pressed product. And so I'm going to grab like a dense natural haired brush. All right, I've got my Sonia G Jumbo bronzer brush, and I'm going to be quite generous with this. So this powder is meant to contour. It is very, very cool tone, but I'm going to use this kind of like a bronzer too, like a bronzer, basically. Yeah, this product is hard to pick up, I have to say. I really do like the shade. Like once I get it onto my skin, it's great, but you really have to work at getting some product on the brush. And I feel like I'm developing hard pan at this point. You know what? I'm gonna go into a different contour. That one was way too hard to pick up. I did also pull out my Kevyn Aucoin sculpting powder in light. And this is a pressed powder. It's like quite literally the opposite of the Dior bronzer. It's really, really powdery and very, very easy to pick up. In fact, I keep picking up a little bit too much here. Oh yes. I'm starting to see like the mocha kind of coming out. All right, now I thought for blush, I would use one of these Jones Road bronzers. That's why I pulled them out. I think I'm gonna go with the Dusty Rose because I think the tone is really, really good for this Mocha Mousse look. I'm gonna use my Wang Goss F2 brush. And I've been trying to apply my blush a little bit higher. I feel like that's what I'm seeing makeup artists do more, and I'm just trying to see if that works for my face shape. I think it's okay. I have such a wide face, so I tend to bring stuff out sort of a little bit more horizontally than vertically, but since I'm getting older, I would like to see things lifted a little bit more. I wonder if that was even a little too bright for what I was going for. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm actually going to layer on my favorite Lancome blush here. This is the 217. It has like a cool shift to it because the metallic sheen to it is silver. So I'm just gonna layer a little bit of this on top. See if I can cool this down a little bit. Oh, a little bit. All right, and then for highlight, I've been loving the Armani Luminous Silk highlight, so I'm gonna go with the shade number 3, which is like a cool rosy toned highlight. So I thought that would be perfect for this look. I'm just gonna start there. I'm just gonna use my finger and blend in. Very nice. I think that's a great match with the blush. All right, for eyebrows, I've got some gray brow products. Again, I want you to keep this look really cool. So I've got my Glossier I've got my Glossier Boy Brow in gray, and then I have the Jones Road Brow Pencil in gray as well. So I'm gonna start with the pencil and just fill in, especially my tail, just fill in any kind of bald patches. And then go in with the brow gel. And now for the eyes. I did pull out the Makeup by Mario, but I'm gonna set this aside. I'm gonna focus on the Natasha Denona because I do think it has everything that I need. I'm gonna start with this mesh shade. It's a little bit pinker and lighter than Stone, but I think either of these would work. I'm just brushing it all over my lid with my Sonia G T5 brush. Yeah, I think this is a good Mocha Mousse shade. I'm gonna go into Tender, which is the matte shade right next door to Mesh, and I'm gonna use that just to add a little bit of dimension. I'm gonna use my BK Beauty A502 brush. All right, wow, I think these colors are perfect for this Mocha Mousse look. Oh, I love it. I kind of want to stop there, but I should definitely add something to my lid, maybe a shimmer or something. I'm gonna go in with Delilah. I was debating between this shade and Delilah, but I think Delilah is actually a better tone. I'm gonna use the Sonia G Builder medium brush. And I'm pretty much adding that all over my lid, but I'm keeping it lower than where I placed that first shade, that mesh shade. And then I'm stopping just short of the Tender shade and kind of blending it in. I'm loving it, I'm loving it. Okay, I wanted to add a little bit of this Mia shade to the inner corner because it has a little bit of pink in there. And I just think that would be really, really pretty with this whole color story. So I've got my flat definer from Sonia G, and I'm gonna pick up just a little bit just to add right to the inner corner area. Ooh, I'm so excited. So excited. I was a little bit nervous when I picked out all of these colors. I thought, I wonder if it's going to look really different once I apply it. But I think I'm staying really true to this whole Mocha Mousse color. Let me find a Mocha Mousse eyeliner, which is gonna be tricky because I think a dark brown, just a regular old like cocoa dark brown, is gonna be a little bit too dark. I wanna do something a little bit lighter, but not too light where it looks kind of weird as eyeliner. I thought maybe this Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil in Limitless Brown 608 would be good. See how it's not like super dark, but I think it's also a little bit warm. And then there's Anywhere Caffeine, which I typically use as a lip liner. I think that may look a little strange as eyeliner. Like all of my brown eyeliners, if they have a little sheen to them, it's generally gold. I'm looking for a brown eyeliner with like a silver kind of tone to it. I don't know if I have anything. So I think I'm gonna go with the Valentino Colorgraph in Brown Fondant. Let me just show you my crazy swatches. So this is the brown fondant. This is actually the Lisa Eldridge Burnt Umber little bit too warm. And then this is that Limitless Brown from Makeup Forever. It's too warm. I just swatched like the Dior Silver eyeliner, which is shade Pearly Silver, just right next to the Valentino, just to kind of see like how much cooler it was. Anyway, I was just kind of playing around. So I think I'll go with the Valentino. This seems to be the most kind of neutral brown that I have. And I'm just gonna tight line with it. And I think I may actually use this Dior Silver and apply it to my lower lash line here, just to keep it cool. Ooh. That looks pretty neat. Okay. I don't usually do funky stuff on my lower lash line, even though I know that's a great opportunity to get a little funky with your makeup without going too over the top. Oh, I like that. All right, I'm just gonna curl my lashes and we're gonna try out this new Lancome Lashy Doll in True Brown, number 2. It's actually a little bit lighter than I was expecting. It just looks like a soft black on my lashes. That's fine. I like that. All right, and now to bring this look home, we're gonna play with some lip products. Now, I actually just purchased, because in my declutter, I got rid of like all my Gucci lipsticks because they were just way too old. So I picked up Mary Mauve, and I think this may be a little bit too mauvey, a little bit too purple for this particular look. Yeah, it's a little bit too purpley. So I'm gonna try out these Dior and see how these work. It may take a little bit of like layering and playing around with different colors, but we'll see. So I'm gonna try this Dior Addict Hydrating Shine Lipstick in the shade Beige Oblique. And I love that it's a shine lipstick, so it has just a very light pigmentation. Ooh, oh wow. Usually colors like this, they warm up a little bit on my lips, but this stayed pretty true. Okay, I'm very, very happy with this. I think I could even stop here, but I am very curious how this lip maximizer looks layered on top, because we were playing around with it. I was at Nordstrom, we were playing around with it, and I had like lipstick on, I took it off. Anyway, I just couldn't get like a true sense of how these two shades would look layered on top of one another, so I am excited to try. So there's the lip maximizer. Interesting. It actually has silver and gold shimmers in there. Okay. Ah, it's minty. I don't like minty lip gloss or any lip product. Oh, but the shine is so pretty. All right, what do you guys think of this Mocha Mousse look? I think I did a pretty good job. I'm gonna flash the picture of the colors up here again, just so we can take a look. But I really, well, I love the color, but I really like the look that I ended up with. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section, please. I would love to hear what you think of this look. I love it. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you guys are enjoying the Pantone color of the year as much as I am. Subscribe down below if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.